Today on MOE'S Toy Room, we're going to unbox from NECA and their Toony Terrors line. Here is from the hit movie cult classic Reanimator. It's Herbert West. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, coming from my room to yours. And today we're going to unbox and review from the cult classic Reanimator. Here is NECA's Toony Terrors version of Herbert West. This is kind of a cartoon looking character right here. You can see Herbert West kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, just ready to be released here at MOE'S Toy Room. He also brings a head of a fellow doctor that he had there. He brings the Reanimator potion right there. He also brings a little something right up in here behind the package. Don't know quite yet what it is. And he also brings a tray as to where that head actually goes, where it actually comes back to life and the head is talking. He even gets that head. That head will attach to its old body and do some of the strangest things ever imaginable on screen for any horror movie. This head actually does. And I will say it has to do with a woman. I will leave it at that. Let's turn this thing around. You can see the behind the scenes right there on the back of this package as to how it could look, a small diorama if you have Herbert West in front of it right there. That right there would be the actual table that that head would have been on as it looked up at Herbert West and started talking to him. All right, folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to save some time by taking it out of the package, and we're going to be right back and review it. All right, folks, so we are back. Let's check out Herbert West. I'm going to go from the top of this little stand. He's close to 5.5 inches, which comes out to 14 centimeters. I went from the top of the stand right there. All right. He brung a little bit more goodies than the Elvira did. He brung a nice stand, which is cool. This is odd because he's never bring them. I have figures here that I wish from the Toony Terrors line would have came with something like this. But for some reason, it is still a little hard to stand them. So you got to really be careful with this one. So he will be like that. He brings a lot of goodies. Let me move him aside. First off, he brings his syringe with his serum in there. It does not move at all. It's just a syringe. This is a Toony Terrors version, so it's kind of cartoonish. But it's a good job. It's a good... I like this line. It's cool. Also, he brings a tray. Here is the tray. You can see there's some blood in there throughout the tray. For some of you diorama people, you guys could probably repaint this and use it in like a meat chopping scene or whatever if you are into that kind of thing. Something grotesque. This would be a perfect prop right here. But inside the tray, you can't go without mention of the other doctor, his professor. The one that Herbert had a problem with. That Herbert ends up cutting his head off and then brings him back to life. So the head is alive. So the head would be sitting inside of the tray talking to Herbert, right? And Herbert was bringing back all sorts of weird stuff, like a half cat. He brought back a dead guy that was like they were fighting with, and he's all naked and just running around and tackling people. Boy, I would have hated to have been the person that was involved in that scene, right? And also you can see underneath the head right here, you can see at the lower neck area, they have some blood below right there where the head was taken off. See the back? This is a nice sculpt, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if it really looks dead on to the guy because the guy in the actual cult classic Reanimator looked a little weird. And he's always like having these like possessed eyes in there. You know, especially when he's talking to like the young chick that was up in there. But what this dude does is he manages to get his body to carry his head around when he escapes. And he lures, the chick in. And he does some really, really nasty stuff to her with his body holding the head. So I will leave it at that. If you have never seen this movie, and if you're into some really off the wall stuff, this might definitely be the movie for you. It's not a cult classic for no reason at all, folks. It is all reason. This movie is just very strange. They made a few movies, including A Bride of Reanimator that's out there. But yeah, this movie's very strange. That's how it would look in the tray. And then with Herbert West right here off to the side, that's how it is. Okay, let's take a closer look at this Herbert West. He has a lot of good detail. I think they captured it for a cartoon form. I like the way that this looks. It gave him that really big old head too, like he has a big brain. Because this guy was also really, really strange. He wanted to be a doctor so bad and come up with stuff. But when you're almost not good enough and you think you're better than what you are, you tend to do some really strange things. And he's one of them. He manages to come up with that reanimator potion and just really bizarre. All right, folks, so this does not have very much articulation. He has, his head will turn. It can turn all the way around. He does have up and down movement. He will hit that Michael Myers just in time for Halloween. But that's pretty much about it. And then the arms just manage to go up and down. They will go around. This one is the same. This hand does not move. And this hand does move. So to give you some insight there, it does not go up and down. It just turns. So yeah, these are Toony Terrors. So that's what they do. They did a good job, I think, with his whole suit, his whole fit, his doctor gown, all the way down to his shoes. You can see the way that they got his feet. Really just very strange, unique individual this Herbert was. But folks, that'll do it for my review. Hopefully you liked it. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when the next video like this one hit. Also, you can follow us on Instagram at MOE'S Toys, MOE'S, MOE'S Toys on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. Hit us up on TikTok, MOE'S Toy Room. So from MOE'S Toy Room to yours, everyone, happy Halloween, have a safe one, and good night.